absolutely insane. We're deep in a silver mine here in Bolivia. Our lungs are filled with chemicals from exploding dynamite. Oh! Mine carts are flying by. We have to crawl through this.
We're running.
Oh, the shit we do. Just like that. Can't even breathe. This is fucking crazy, bro. Welcome to the doorway to hell. Welcome to Potosí. We're about 4,000 meters above sea level. That's like 13,000 feet. And this city was one of the richest cities in the entire world in the 1600s, rivaling Paris and some of the other greats. When the Spanish did their conquest of Latin America, they funded it primarily from silver mined here in Potosí. There was a particular mountain, and inside, about 8 million slaves died over the years mining to fund their empire. Today we're gonna go inside one of those mines. We're all decked up, we got changed a little bit earlier, and now we're stopped at the miners' market. One of the most important things you have to do, the miners do it every single day, get offerings for El Tío, the devil inside the mountain, to keep yourself safe. Even today, there's hundreds of miners that die every single year, making this one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. So we want to make sure we make El Tío happy. First stop, our shopping list. And by now you know that we usually have a strange shopping list.
We meet our guide in the shop.
My name is Francisco Chavarria. I'm from Cochabamba.
Cochabamba.
Okay. In the mine, I was 18 years. I am professional driller in the mine. I using an every day for this still. And then I'm making the holes of dynamite.
Oh, this is the dynamite.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever held real dynamite before. Es peligroso.
No, it's peligroso.
No, solamente con fuego. Only
Yeah,
with fire.
because the most dangerous is the Centex and C4. Now, do you have in your hands is only nitroglycerin, TNT, dynamite. Okay, and then we use an every day in this mountain of Cerro Rico de Potosí, right? And the real dangerous is this.
Just like that.
It's the explosive or detonator or fulminant, and the green color is the fuse.
How long does the fuse last? Like a 1 minute, 5 minutes?
No, and the 80 centimeters we have 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the 1 meter 20 we have 4 minutes 30 seconds.
And you just go.
No run, only we walking normally, and then we go 50, 60 meters, and then we listen for the explosion. In this mountain we have 9 different minerals.
Yeah.
Silver, zinc, lead, tin, copper, antimonium, bismuth, indio, and iron.
And so what are we buying today for the mine? Dynamite?
Dynamite.
96% alcohol.
Yeah, it's made for the sugar cane, right? And made from Santa Cruz. And we drink every Friday, and a special first Friday, on the last Friday on the month, we drink pure. And today, and we go and they arrive for the big devils, represent of the Uncle George.
El Tío.
And then we offering alcohol, we offering coca lips, and they put 2 cigarettes in your mouth.
Here, Francisco affectionately calls the big devil inside the mountain that eats men Uncle George. And today's mission is to find him.
On the first Friday we drink pure alcohol.
Great.
Maybe you wanna try?
Yeah, we can try a little
Okay.
When in Rome, right?
On the first, right, left is for Pachamama.
bit. One to the right, one to the left.
Yeah, and then
I'm pouring out a little bit extra because, look, I'm shaking a little bit, man. I think it's altitude or it's 96%. Ben?
Always.
Fuck me, sideways and upside down. I was gonna say, I got some of my fingers and it evaporated immediately.
Okay, so
Ben puts some to the right and left for Pachamama, Mother Earth.
got that? Y adentro. Fuerte.
It's very strong, right? Yeah.
That's how I like to start my mornings. 96%.
Yeah, man. This is Gabo, one of our guides. Que
Muy
rico.
fuerte. Ya estamos listos.
Estamos listos.
Get ready. Te quita
We got
la
Alvaro,
respiración.
our other local guide, who's with us all through Bolivia.
Strong.
Very strong.
Very strong.
That was like a tiny little thimbleful, and I still feel it, like down my esophagus, in my stomach. Imagine doing a whole shot of that.
The number one thing, if you look up how to deal with high altitude, they say make sure you drink lots of water, make sure you don't smoke, and also number one thing, don't drink any alcohol.
We've broken that rule
So
every day.
many times since we got here.
The man-eating mines of Potosí were nearly exhausted by the time of Bolivia's independence from Spain in 1825. This mountain, Cerro Rico, or Rich Hill, was not rich enough to be profitable for the government anymore, and in the 1980s, they abandoned all the money-losing mines and left them open to anyone willing to work in them. Those willing to do it formed small, family-owned cooperatives, and together they dedicate their lives and their health to extract what minerals they can sell to the best buyer. They have no modern technology and very little safety equipment. The miners spend days underground smoking cigarettes and chewing on coca leaves to numb themselves and trick their bodies into forgetting the pain, heat, hunger, and constant exhaustion. We arrive and we meet the miners. But of course, there's something we have to do first.
Mike, mucho gusto. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Yeah, Florentino.
Cruz. Thank God for coca leaves, man. We are suffering. Standing up too fast, walking up these hills, we're gonna be crawling soon. Coca is what they make cocaine out of. However, cocaine's very processed with chemicals. It's like highly, highly refined chemically. Coca leaves a lot of the same alkaloids, but it's just like a vasodilator. Helps the blood flow. And up here at high altitude, there's very little oxygen, so your blood O2, it drops, you get headaches, everything feels hard, you're running out of breath. Coca gets your blood pumping faster, you breathe deeper, and more oxygen gets to your lungs. It is a necessity, a staple up here in the Andes across Bolivia, Peru, all these countries, we chew coca. We're gonna be here for an hour just doing this one by one. Oh yeah, okay, so you bite so here it is. Put it in your mouth. You don't want the stem. It's the way the stem.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1 hour later.
It's true that coca leaves are the raw form of cocaine, but that's highly processed, and this takes a lot of work. Honestly, I think that coca leaves really aren't worth the squeeze. You gotta chew like cattle for a really long time.
We are jacked up and good to go.
And then finally, we enter the mine.
Holy shit, guys. I don't know what I expected for a mine in Bolivia, but isn't that an ominous sight? This is the entrance into Rosario mine. The plan, go inside, I believe take an elevator down, cross about 2 kilometers underground, like 1.5 miles or so, come up in a different mine called Candelaria.
Careful, wagon on the way, wagon on the way.
Boys are moving fast. As you can tell, this is definitely an active mine. We almost got roadkill there. This is the mountain that eats men. It is serious business. We're lucky to be invited inside today. I don't know what to expect in there. It's gonna be chaotic, dirty, and very dangerous. The mission, get to El Tío. Give our offering of dynamite, of alcohol, of cigarettes, and then safely come up in the other side of the mine. We do some crazy shit in this channel, man, but this might be up there.
Dude, when you said 300 miners die a year here, that's like almost 1 a day. Yeah, the risks are real today, man.
And what a door to hell that is.
Francisco says his prayers, and I'm told to do the same.
Welcome to the doorway to hell. First impressions. It is quiet in here. It was loud with all the machinery, people dumping the crude minerals. In mines like this, you might think you'll find like a big chunk of silver, but no, it's crude, it's raw, it's just kind of laced within the rocks. So when they take out the mining carts, just filled with what looks like rocks to our eyes, people's eyes who are more trained can see little veins and little crystals and shiny bits, and then later it has to be processed. I'm very impressed with at least the entrance here. Stones that are made into arches is very strong. but it won't be like this the whole way. Oh. At any moment, a mining cart can come flying by, and I guess we gotta tuck to the side. But we'll be in here for a few hours.
Watch your head.
Oh my God.
Watch your head.
How many
watch
times
your
can a man hit his head in the first 2 minutes? I think we got helmets. Well, I kept on hitting my head thinking that I wasn't paying attention, but it's getting smaller and smaller. As we entered, you could stand, but now it's a pretty steep approach. Ben and I'm like 6'1", Ben's like 6'3", and this is not built for tall men.
6'4", actually, guys, just so you know.
We'll have to get the tape measure.
Together, we push deeper into the mine.
Wow, look at how the minerals have calcified on the side. Look, like I said in the beginning, it was well built, but as we get in here, this is all falling to pieces. Looks like it caved in at one point and they had to support it with this log. Watch your head.
We're only 100 meters in.
Just 100 meters. It's hard to believe people spend days at a time working in the depths of this mountain. We continue and come across some young miners, their cheeks full of coca.
6 years in the mine. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo 25.
25 years old. O sea, viniste a los 19, 20.
So 25 years old and 5 years in the mine.
Yeah, it's come start to work in the mine. Yeah, it's 19 or 20 years old. Yeah, because get off the track while it's come.
Yeah. Constant traffic down here. I can't even hear it. They must be able to hear the rumble.
No, over there on the two levels come the
Monkey.
Come this way.
Monkey.
You can see the light. Monkey. A monkey. He's a monkey. It's a mono. It's a mono.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of fun down here, man. It's pretty hellish. It's good to have just some general fuckery.
Yeah, another one on the camera.
Another.
Then we see one of the miners is hiding a secret.
Show me again. Hey, hold on. They're making fun of each other because one has 3 wives and one is the second.
Look at that.
It's a hickey brother.
Okay, he says ciao ciao.
Ciao. This is not water.
No water. It's only transport compressed air.
Compressed air.
Yeah, and then it's for the drilling and the making the hole or the pneumatic drill. And then we're using for the bad ventilation when the chimneys on the deep.
So you're pumping compressed air to use this so they can drill the hole for the dynamite.
Yeah, watch your head.
Oh, now we're running. I don't know why we're running, but we're running. Oh, shit. Fuck, you alright? Shit, that's a close call. Oh my God. Oh, fucking chaos in here.
I started following the wrong guy. I thought Francisco was in front. I was following him for ages.
Yeah.
Man, I'm dizzy.
I know, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, after the call,
Any kind of physical exertion, just
yeah, they change all the temperature.
gases.
Okay?
Look at the color on these walls. It's like a fun house. It's like fruity pebbles in here. Look at how deep that blue is. Who needs Photoshop? Colors like that. So the yellow is sulfur and the blue is copper sulfate.
Incredible colors, aren't they? And then I find something else.
It looks almost like mold or like a coral reef. ¿Qué es eso aquí?
Yeah, it's because no, it's asbestos. Yeah, it's zinc sulfate. Yeah, because a little bit we have. And the green is, I told you, is copper sulfate.
Are you sure? You sure it's not asbestos? Looks like
No, it's
asbestos.
asbestos.
Definitely not asbestos is a suspicious answer to what is this? Hey fam, help me in the comments. Is that what it was? Anyway, let's continue.
Oh wow! The temperature just changed instantly, and the air quality as well. In the beginning, it was very cold and fresh. We hit this little place here. The air is hot and like noxic. It tickles the back of your throat. Fuck. As we go deeper, it's muy caliente. It's very hot in the bottom.
Yeah, because on that, and the 5 meters to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open the deep, right? Because it's 160 meters down. Yeah, it's very, very, very warm. I told you on this mountain, is some places is very warm. 35, 40, 45, and 50
degrees Celsius.
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah,
it's over 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's very heavy. Do you know? The oxygen into the mine is natural. I told you 1 entrances and many exit.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a little bit of ventilation.
Yeah.
but that's a very sharp transition, man.
Yeah.
Just within a few feet of cold, fresh to just hot, and honestly, feels kind of poisonous.
Kind of poisonous is an understatement. Oxygen is scarce, and breathing all the debris makes pulmonary problems like scoliosis the most common of health hazards. Plus, the abrupt changes of temperature between hot and cold in the tunnels probably doesn't help either. Very few here will survive more than 20 years underground, and that's just from the air trying to kill you, on top of the rest of the chaos.
Bro, this got intense pretty quick.
Fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Trying to get like cool little shots, you running on my own. Feel like I lost you for a minute. And like jump out of the way of carts. Mate, the air quality is just dropped massively.
You can see by the seriousness on Ben's face that this really is rough.
Our coca ball is doing wonders, mate. Feeling it.
We were struggling even when the air quality was good. It is fucking hell down here. Oh my God, brother. Oh, come stand up for a second.
2 kilometers like this, mate, it's fucking torture.
All we hear is the laughter of Francisco. You're a strong man, brother.
Yeah. Because I told you guys, only you stay maybe 2 hours or 2 hours half into the mine, you feel very exhausted,
Yeah.
right? And imagine, guys, and we stay 24, 28 or 30 hours. And then we don't go outside at any moment because I told you we chewing coca, drink beer, singani or alcohol, and they smoke cigarette. Yeah, because, and now we go to the left and then we arrive for the uncle. Okay? And his name is George, Uncle George, and then we're offering coca leaf cigarette and singani or alcohol 96%. And then, and you have for the 10, 15 or 20 minutes, and you drink your water.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, all right.
How you guys doing?
I can breathe.
You can't breathe.
I can breathe.
Yeah. How about you?
I can breathe now. I can breathe. Amazing.
Just like 30 seconds more.
Maybe 60.
Maybe 60. Can you imagine working 24 hours for like 30 years? We're pretty, dude, we've done some crazy shit in our lives, right? We've been to the frozen north of Mongolia, the hottest place on earth in Danakil with the noxious fumes there.
Yeah.
This is up there as far as the most difficult adventures yet. And we're just crawling. But
Definitely top 3.
yeah, man, the altitude, the air quality, just the physical endurance of having to crawl or crouch.
And we've only done 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're here for another hour and a half. All right.
Maybe we are pussies.
Maybe, but we continue following Francisco down to hell anyway.
That's what we're looking for. Oh, that's a deep hole. This is crazy shit right now.
I don't think there's many 6'4" miners.
We find another group of miners. Many of them started working in the mines when they were very young, and some are just beginning.
¿Cómo te llamas? Dylan. Yeah, his name is Dylan. ¿Cuántos años tienes? 14, ¿eh? Yeah, it's 14 years.
14 años.
Yeah.
Mucho gusto, Dylan. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, because
Trabajando fuerte.
Bolivian child labor laws are not enforced in the mines, and many miners start working here as young as 11, forced to work in these extreme conditions to support their families. Many taking over after their father's death or his illness caused by the mines. Offerings like coca leaves, cigarettes, and alcohol to El Tío are one of the few things that can give you a little sense of hope and safety down here.
Part of the reason that I wanted to come to the mines in Potosí is actually I did a podcast episode about a group of miners who were stuck in a mine for think it was about a week, a few decades ago. It's called Against the Odds, the podcast. I'll link it in the description. But there we tell true survival stories of real men and women who lived against the odds. That's what the podcast is called. I'm sure many of you don't know that I host a podcast. I'm a co-host. Check the description below if you want to listen to the episode of miners who were stuck in one of these tunnels in Potosí.
And then, finally, we see him, El Tío.
Holy shit, it's the devil.
Whoa.
Oh,
Dude.
me.
El Tío, or the Uncle, is a god of the underworld, an ancestral tradition dating way back before Europeans stepped on this continent. With the merging of cultures, El Tío adopted a new name and started to look more and more like the Catholic devil. Even though most miners consider themselves Catholic, they still say that El Tío and their Catholic god rule different realms, and images of them should not cross each other's domain. El Tío offers protection to miners, but also destruction to those who do not feed him well. We're here to do it right. Miners bring offerings to El Tío, leaves on the uncle's head for better focus and a clear mind, leaves or cigarettes on his hands for more strength and power, and leaves on his cucumber for more abundant minerals.
And your piece represent fertility of the mineral veins. Because this mountain, Cerro Rico of Potosí, is female, is Pachamama, represent Mother Earth. And he is male, yeah, he's your boyfriend and your husband of this mountain. Of this mountain is your girlfriend and your wife. Yeah, because every Friday we drink alcohol, singani or beers, yeah, is feel very happy, and midnight is has the sex. Don't procreate more daughter or son. Is procreate more mineral veins, fertilization for the mineral veins. Reason and your penis is very big, represent fertility. Do you see? That is the llama fetus. Yeah, and especially in Potosí of this mountain, every workers we come and celebrate.
Miners ask El Tío for permission to take minerals out of the mountain, as well as for protection. The bigger the ask, the bigger the offering required. And llama fetus are a premium. But not all they bring is a gift. Miners also share with him, smoke with him, chew coca leaves with him, and of course, they drink with him. So, thank you, Tío, for letting us cross safely in your realm today. Salud.
Well, now we're smoking with the devil, yeah?
Yeah, thank you so much because you come and visit.
So tell me, how much does a miner make every month?
The salary for the workers, yeah, is every week. Okay. An average salary is 4, 6, 7, 800 Bolivians per week.
So it's like divided by 10 for American dollars. So like 60, 70, 80 US dollars a week.
Yeah. The good salary for the workers, yeah, is up to the 1,500 or 2,000 Bolivians per week.
Tell me some stories from the mines. Have you seen people really hurt themselves or die here?
The first enemy in this mountain for the workers is carbon monoxide. I lost in 14 years 16 best friends. We need 10 seconds and the smelling for the carbon monoxide.
The carbon monoxide comes from the earth.
After the explosion of dynamite.
And that's very dangerous because you can't smell it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you just pass out and you die.
Yeah, because it's similar like you to sleep.
You just fall asleep.
Yeah.
You feel tired, you fall asleep, and then you die.
For the every workers, yeah, is bring in your rubber boots for the knife, light, and the cigarettes in your pocket, and the one alcohol in your backpacks. It's
because the cigarettes won't burn if there's carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No way.
Only we need 10 seconds, and the carbon monoxide is attack on your mind.
Yeah.
And they blockade your nerves. Right? It don't have more oxygen, and you take off your tongue very big, similar like doggies.
Your tongue is like a dog tongue.
Yeah. I take because it's no good idea, and the one worker is go and the work alone, right? It's much better 2 or 3 because I go first, maybe
convulsions,
another,
seizures.
And the second miners or companions come. Francisco, what's happening?
Oh shit! And they help you.
Yeah, and then and his shoulder and carry and the 50, 100 meters and the more fresh places. After that, I take my knife. And the pipes is compressed air, no oxygen.
Oh, no way. So I was going to ask why you have the knives. So the compressed air is to work the machinery. But if you're like, holy shit, we can't breathe, Jorge is passed out, You puncture the compressed air so you can get some fresh air.
Yeah, after that, I take off my alcohol 96%. I open, I put in my mouth or in my hand, right? And then it's smelling.
If they've passed out, you put the alcohol on your hand,
Yeah.
you put it in their face, and if they're awake,
Only smell.
but if they're dying, they're no reaction.
No reaction.
Oh.
You don't have for the reaction. I said, okay. I take my knife, I split for the bottle, or drink for the water. After that, I making the piece and the small.
Yeah.
And then I open your mouth and then drink my piece of urine. The urine is salty. Yeah, it's the cure for the toxic gases. It's another secret we have into the mind.
That is fascinating, man.
All miners explain or teach you because it's offering lama fetus or vicuñas, and another group is offering human fetus, right? It's male also, no, it's female.
So hold on a second. Here we have a llama fetus.
Yeah.
Some of the tios have human fetuses.
Yeah.
That they bring in here to make sure they're safe.
No, because and the way you want good pure mineral for the silver,
Right.
and you offering human fetus, we don't put here, and the working areas because it's another any people is don't touch.
You don't
Okay, open the hole.
Yeah.
1 meter, and then we.
Because you don't want people to see the human fetus.
Yeah,
so you hide it back there.
Exactly.
Is there a human fetus back there?
Yeah, no, and the human fetus.
Guess we'll just breeze by that.
No many groups.
You're saying you're very proud to be here in Minor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I am 4th generation of my family.
4th generation Minor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Francisco.
Before we head out, I'm told that we can see how they light the dynamite, which is an opportunity there is no way in hell I'm going to pass up.
Found the elevator. Look at that. And that thing goes all the way down.
Whoa.
Hey, look, there's actually no fucking elevator. Our elevator doesn't even work. They put stairs down 8 levels. Okay, they're gonna prepare, right?
Yeah, look at that. And the workers, the miners, yes, they prepare for the
Un
material.
minutito, un poquito pasa. We've come to another remote part of the mine. As you can tell, there's 2 more devils here, 2 more Uncle Georges. Right here, some fur on his face with a beard, and a interesting situation below the belt. We spoke a lot about this being one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet, and today we'll be able to light dynamite. These workers have generously allowed us to potentially even follow them down to where they'll be putting the dynamite and then lighting it and coming back out. I've never lit dynamite, nor have I ever been in a mine. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I barely breathe. Got a piercing headache. Can feel like it's just acid in the back of my throat. But that's why we're here, for the real shit, guys. We're happy you're along for the ride. These moments, we don't quite know what to expect. The adventures unfold in ways that we can't really plan. And it looks like they're sending off the dynamite now. Panaka. Hell, we're lighting dynamite deep in a cave. Just like that. And don't we run? Do we run? We don't run. We stay here? I thought when you light dynamite, you run. Okay, I guess we chill. We just casually walk out, no big deal.
¿Cuánto tiempo?
Jesus. 2 minutes, so we keep walking? I'm taking this way too seriously. In every movie, you light dynamite and you run away really fast. We've retreated around a couple corners, and now I feel like there's literally a bomb gonna go off any moment. No es la primera vez para ti.
Yeah, no, it's my first time. Like, in the last 8 years, I using dynamite every day.
How many a day?
It depends. How many working areas you have, and the chimneys are deep, on the straight, okay? Normally it's 100, 120 explosives every day, and only one group.
My anxiety is building, Francisco. God, I can feel my heart rate going. Oh! God damn! You feel it in the lungs, dude. Oh, wow. Honestly, it wasn't that loud, but you feel the pressure, right?
Yes.
And it hits you almost.
Yeah.
All of your air cavities, your lungs, everything just
fiery explosions are from the movies. The real stuff makes a pressure wave.
All right.
That was cool,
maybe,
man.
and your dream is complete, guys. Okay?
Dream complete for sure. And I'm really glad it didn't turn into a nightmare. Well, we're not done yet. We still have to get out of the mine. And I'm telling you now, it's going to be a lot harder than getting in.
This is the exit. Getting out's the adventure. There's some ladders at least, brother. Oh, this is... this is fucking ridiculous. Watch your step. This is crazy.
Holy shit.
Mining cart screaming by. Dusty, our lungs are filled with chemicals and we have to climb up here to the top. This is psychotic. We got a ladder and the ladder disappears. Oh shit. Look, it drops all the way down. Oh, this is one of the craziest things I've ever done. I can't even take off the mask. Ben, watch that drop, buddy.
Whoa.
That goes straight down.
Whoa.
Luckily, we got a bit of a railing.
Holy shit, man. Well, safety first and all.
Yeah, right. It gets really tight here. This is the kind of shit we do in Fearless and Far. Exploring silver mines. While the guide laughs at us in the distance.
This is, man.
My lungs are scorched.
So you know my rate's going up next time. This is crazy.
You think you could have built a better exit, Francisco?
No,
Like some fucking stairs or something?
no,
No stairs?
because that was more narrow.
This is, I think one of the tightest segments coming up next. Just barely the size of my body. I'll try my best to film it, guys, but it's pretty fucking intense, honestly. How's that? The light sideways, I think maybe you can see my face, but wow, look at the minerals. Oh, the shit we do to get a good story. This is one of the only ways out, I guess, to get up to Candelaria. Oh my God. I'm not sure if the light ahead is our guide or the way out, but this is the real fucking deal.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm waiting for you.
You're waiting for me? That might be a minute.
10 minutes more.
10 minutes? 10 minutes more?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Feels like I'm being birthed again.
The womb of Pachamama.
I'm being reborn by Pachamama right now. I enter a boy. I leave a man.
Oh, fuck. Almost dropped a rock on you.
I didn't think it could get tighter.
I am panting like I just ran a fucking marathon, man. That's a really tricky part right there.
I'm stuck on my cable.
Stuck on the cable.
My cable, yeah. Come on.
Okay. Look up to your left.
Holy shit.
Couple sticks holding all that.
The fuck? Mate, it's bending.
It literally is bending. That big one too.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Bro, this is the worst time to start feeling altitude sickness as well.
I know, right? Insane. Look, just a couple of fucking sticks holding entire world are falling in on top of us. Oh, fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Down there, hot as hell. Fucking poison up here. That is like God's breath after visiting the devil. Oh, that's so nice. So we're near the exit, yeah?
Yeah.
Ben, salvation is just almost upon you.
Oh, mate, that breeze.
Makes life good again.
Oh, can we do it again?
Yeah. Otra vez. Otra vez.
You know the scene in Zoolander when he's like, Dad, I got the black lung. I think I'm getting the black lung, Bob. I feel like that guy. I'm mad.
Oh, we drink. Of course we fucking drink.
Oh, wow.
There we go. That'll solve the problem.
Can we do a picnic? Is this the 96 or is this the Singani?
That's the 32.
Another grenade.
The cause and solution to all life's problems. Honestly, it feels pretty good right now.
That's good, man. Or as our old friend says,
Miss you, Skeeter Ray. We'll be back, I promise.
oh, we made it.
Boys, I see a light. I see a light in the distance. Oh shit. It's gated. Imagine coming all this way and it's just locked. It is locked.
Francisco,
¿Tienes el llave? No, we didn't forget the key.
Oh, wow.
¿Tienes el llave?
I don't have.
Sereno! We don't have the key. It's not funny. Sereno! Llave! We're gonna die in this mine.
Maybe I'll be back again.
Yeah. Imagine having to go back through.
I thought he was joking.
I thought he was joking too. Until he started yelling to get his compadre.
He's calling someone.
And there's nobody in yelling distance. And now he's trying to use his cell phone in a mine. He took it out and realized you can't use a cell phone in a mine. There's no self-reception. Or we just crawl. There we go. We just kick. Okay, there's a little doggy door. That's good. All right. To be fair, we crawled through things tighter than that about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay, we figured it out. Sunlight, fresh air. Where the hell are we? I have no idea. But listen, we're not quite safe yet. As you can tell, being in there, even for 2 hours, has deeply affected our lungs. We're joking, but like it's a very serious thing here for the miners. And so when you leave the mine, what you do is you go to the Virgin of Candelaria. There's another altar, and you pray for good health in the future. The reality is, a lot of these miners only live to be about 40. It's a hell of a fucking job. And so to ensure our health and the health of Federico and Antonio, who you saw briefly, we finish at the shrine to wish for health in the future. I think we'll probably need it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay, vamos al Virgen, see? Back to the mine we go. Fuck. Oh, it's right to this. Okay, okay, okay. It's this right here. All right, it's right here. Oh shit.
Because what do you think?
I thought we were back in the mine.
No.
Pero es sangre, ¿qué es?
Yeah.
It is. Oh, it's blood. Don't worry. I thought the Virgin of the Candelaria would have a nice, beautiful, like white statue, like a woman in a dress, and it's a goddamn scene from Dexter in here. Hay dos, Jesús Cristo y el Virgen.
Yeah. Virgin Candelaria is represent mother of workers in
The mother. The mother of the workers in the mine.
Yeah, in Bolivia and from Peru.
All right.
And the Jesus is represent Tata Kacha, Tata is represent father, and Kacha represent for the workers.
You call him Tata Acha, which is Quechua.
The Quechua, yeah, Tata
Quechua
is
language.
father.
Helmet comes off. We say, gracias, mami. We give our hands a kiss. Protect my friends, protect myself. Thank you very much for keeping us safe and continue to keep us safe. And then we have, of course, some 96% alcohol. That's how we do it in the mines. Exorcism. Boys, gracias a todo. Fue riquísimo, riquísimo, perfecto. Boys, we have the crew here. Antonio, gracias. Gabo, Alvaro, Francisco, you are a rock star, brother. Ben.
You're welcome, bro.
Listen, I heard somebody likes mines. I think it's probably you. If you missed the video of us finding a real crystal skull, I know you didn't think real crystal skulls existed, but they do, and we found it in Belize. Check out the video in the corner. This is the most adventurous channel on YouTube. I think I might throw up soon. There's another video below that. An equally epic adventure. Thank you for joining us into the mines here in Potosí, Bolivia. This is a 3 or 4 part series. Make sure to watch the rest and make sure to check out those 2 in the corner. Adios!